Okay, what I'm going to show you today is another Blu-ray set from my vault. It is something I bought in 2021, and it is the Blu-ray limited edition of True Romance by Tony Scott, written by Quentin Tarantino, starring a whole bunch of people, as you'll see a whole list of those on the front. In my opinion, it's the best thing that Quentin Tarantino has ever written, and I wonder what the film would be like if he actually directed it. But I love Tony Scott, so I'm very happy with the results. As you can see, there was a whole bunch of special features on there. I will go through some of those when I open the set, but look at that. Nice little sort of cardboard outer shell. One of these things that stick on the wall. I'm not really a huge fan of these because in time, once they come off, they don't really go back on. But thankfully I can open the set up without damaging the outer casing. Lovely cover art. That's probably new cover art created for this Blu-ray. And inside, there we go, empty box. Let's put that there, shall we? Alabama can sit over there. Inside we have the disc. I'll put the extra goodies to one side. So we've got the disc there. As you can see, it's pretty much a copy of the actual box. So even if the outer thing does get ruined, it's not a problem. So we get one disc inside. We also get the double-sided cover. Now this isn't the original black cover that I remember on the VHS, but you can have the choice of that one, or you can have the choice of this one. I've left it at this one for now just because I'm lazy and haven't bothered changing the cover over. Not quite sure which one I prefer. What about you? That one or that one? I mean, that's obviously more colourful, but this is more traditional. So we get the one disc housed in there, but you did see me put some stuff over here, didn't you? Now, what did I put over there? I put some postcards. We got a few postcards. We get, how many do we get? 3, 4, 5, 6 postcards. Let's have a look. Never quite sure what people do with these postcards. At some point I'll probably put them in a frame. But for now we get this one. We get that one. That's pretty cool actually. I like that one. This one. That one. This one. Brilliant. I love that scene. And Dennis Hopper with his crazy hat. And then on the back of all these postcards, it is it's just the True Romance logo. So we get that. We also get this, which is a fold-out poster. Now I'm going to have to pick up the camera and show that off to you. So there we go. Let's move back with that. That's my notes there. That's quite a bit of a cheat, isn't it? So yeah, so we've got this poster, which I think looks amazing, and we get that one too. I don't know which one I would rather have in a frame. I mean, I like this design in the actual Blu-ray, but when it comes to being in a frame and on a wall, I think I might have to actually opt for that one. I'll throw that out the way for now. I will fold it up after. We also get, it's not finished yet, a book, which just, you know, to work out the size, obviously the same size as a Blu-ray case. It is how many pages? 54, about 57, 58 pages. And obviously you get lots of glossy pictures in there. But what's also nice, lots of text. I mean, I love photos, but photos of a film that I've got, they don't really do much. So it's quite nice to have a whole bunch of text stuff in here. So all in all, it is a pretty good set. Now I'm going to put it together, and then I'm going to give you a really dull thing to look at whilst I go through the final bit of information on this True Romance set. It's one of my all-time favourite movies, this. I absolutely love it. So, oops. See what I mean? The packaging already starts to, not the easiest packaging to play around with. Certainly not when you're looking through a camera. Right, so a whole bunch of special features, and you might have sneakily seen this piece of paper there before. That's because I've not got the memory of Rain Man. So, right, so what do you get in this set? I'm not going to go through every single thing detailed, but on one hand, I was disappointed with this set, but then on the other hand, I'm actually very, very excited by this set. So overall, I think it's a great set, and there's tons of special features. Why was I disappointed? Didn't feel there was a lot of special features on it, which I will overrule that thought in a minute. So on this Blu-ray, you get two versions of the film. You get the 118-minute theatrical version, which is the version that you will have seen on original home rental back in the day on VHS or whatever. You also get the 120 minutes. It's not a huge difference. Director's cut. A little bit more violence, certainly to the James Gandolfini, Patricia Arquette scene with the shotgun. That's longer. A few extra pieces throughout the movie. So it's not a huge difference, but it is enough of a difference to go, why would I watch the theatrical? I'll just watch the director's cut. So also on this, you get some new interviews. Now the new interviews only total around 52 minutes. Saying only, it's 52 minutes worth of new interviews, so how is that a bad thing? We get interviews about the editing, the music. There's an 8-minute featurette by a guy called Dan Storm, who actually now owns the car that was in True Romance. So that's like a curiosity featurette. It's not something you're going to go back and watch a lot. And they range around the 10, 12-minute mark. And you've got about 5 of those. So totals around the 50-odd minute mark. So that's, there's no massive retrospective, which is where my disappointment comes in. I would love to have seen a feature length or at least an hour-long documentary on the making of this amazing film. However, what you do also get is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 full-length commentaries. So there's like 8 hours worth of features there. You get one from Tony Scott, which if you've not listened to a Tony Scott commentary before, treat yourself. They're absolutely amazing. There's one by Quentin Tarantino, so obviously he focuses on the writing and the script and the changes and stuff like that. That's also one I've listened to, which is fascinating. If you want to go down the acting route, you've got a chat track with Patricia Arquette and Christian Slater reminiscing about the film, which is great. I enjoyed listening to that one. And then fourth and final, you have Tim Lucas, a film critic, who talks you through the film. I find the ones more interesting when the people were involved in the actual making of the films. No offense, Tim, but, that's just the way it is. I like to hear about people's stories on set and stuff like that. You also get, and these were recorded in 2002, 6 scene-specific commentaries. Can you see why I wrote stuff down on a piece of paper now? So these are the people talking over the specific scenes that they're in the movie. So they range from a couple of minutes to 5 minutes or whatever it is. There's one with Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Brad Pitt, Michael Rappaport, Bronson Pinchot, and the wonderful Saul Rubinek. So you can just sort of select those options and it jumps straight to the part of the film where they are involved and you hear their thoughts. So 8 hours worth of commentaries, plus these scene-specific commentaries, but still not finished. There is 29 minutes of deleted and extended scenes. This doesn't mean it's 29 minutes of stuff you've never seen before. This is 29 minutes of scenes that some of them you haven't seen before, but the scenes were also extended. But what makes this even more special is that director Tony Scott is doing a commentary over that. So I will listen to Tony Scott talk about any of his movies, and I find it fascinating. I sat and watched these deleted and extended scenes last night, and I found the chat track fascinating. Also on the disc, there is trailers, alternate endings, that sort of stuff. So all in all, whilst I kind of do miss the fact that there's no retrospective documentary about it, the fact that there's 8 hours worth of chat tracks, another 30 minutes of Tony Scott talking about deleted scenes, the scene-specific commentaries, and the 50 minutes of interviews does mean that this set is actually a really damn good set. Also the restoration of the film looks amazing, and obviously all these little cool extra things that you get, like the postcards and the big poster that I've now got to work out how to fold up without killing it, double-sided covers and all that sort of stuff, does mean that this set of True Romance is pretty impressive. If you haven't seen this film, treat yourself. It is such a good movie, and I'll probably be watching it again in the next day or so, having plucked this off my shelf. This limited edition you can probably pick up online, maybe around the £30 mark. And there is the 4K one that came out as well, which is, I don't know what the price is on that one. I don't feel a need to upgrade this one. It's not a film I watch a lot, but it is a film I like to revisit quite often, so I'm okay with this Arrow Blu-ray. So let me know what you think of this set. Let me know if you do have the 4K one, and if it is a massive difference to this Blu-ray edition, because you know what, you might persuade me to upgrade. You never know.